So unfortunately, I tried to switch to a different version of my chat client, and unfortunately that didn't work. It caused my program to crash, and I got cut out. But better time than any. Give me 1 second to just make sure that I can increase the size of my camera. So let's see. Switch capture. Webcam. Whoop. All right. So, let me show you what we will be surprise unboxing. Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, and Sailor Venus. They are the recently released style dolls from Bandai Namco based on Sailor Moon Eternal. So, which one would you like me to open first? Personally, I want to go for Mercury, but I know that there were a lot of Sailor Venus fans in the audience. So, let's do Mercury first. These came, by the way, from Toe Collectibles. I put down a deposit for them in February, and they came out in May, and I just got them in the mail today, surprisingly enough. I didn't think the mail would be working today. Oh, nice. Ano toki no tokimeki na wa iro asenai. I don't know what it says on the top, but it's like, I was thinking it would be something like douse yourself in water or repent, which is the catchphrase for Sailor Mercury. Alright, let's see here. It is being very stubborn, and I'm kind of wary about this because I did my nails. They're just stickers, basically. The one thing I am not really impressed with was the fact that these do not come with any accessories. The Sailor Moon and Sailor Chibi Moon dolls come with their wands, but to be honest with you, I mean, these are based on the movie, which is based on the manga, and they don't have transformation items in the manga. Alright, so they are attached to the cardboard with little ties here, so I'm just going to grab some scissors and cut them. I'm sorry that it's so quiet, but I don't have music set up here. Alright. That is all of the ties. And here we are. So here is Mercury, and this is probably the best looking Mercury doll I've ever seen. They managed to get her hair perfect. They managed to get her Sailor Fuku perfect. The bow on the back, instead of being satin, it's chiffon, which lets you do the long trailing ribbons. Well, the ribbon up on the front here, this is satin. And the rest of her Sailor Fuku is satin as well. Sailor satin. So we've got the collar, we've got the wispy sleeves. The gloves do come off, I would assume. Yep, there we go. Of course, trying to get them back on again is probably going to be a chore. And they're just regular costume satin, and they just have a little bit of narrow satin ribbon with a line of stitching down the center to represent the lines on the gloves. Great. That's never going to go back on again. So now we have her boots, and instead of the anime They're going with the manga look so that they are white rather than light blue. And let's see. So she has her choker with the gold star. One thing I do want to say that I'm surprised about is that her earrings. She's got one earring on one ear, but then she's got a triple earring on the other ear. And I was always under the impression that Mercury had triple earrings when she was super on both ears. So, anyway, alright, I got her glove back on. That's good. That is Mercury. And I'm going to have to ask a certain someone to make a doll stand for me. In fact, make 4 of them. Alright, so we've opened Mercury. So let's move on. And we're going to open Venus. And I unfortunately ripped the top of the box trying to get this open. There goes the resale value. I only really care about the doll inside. She says who likes to keep all of the boxes because it does hurt the resale value. Also, it's really useful for packing. I am going to be selling one of my Tiny Fox dolls, the one that I bought, and then the one that I really wanted came out, so I decided to buy the other one and say goodbye to this one. So I have a buyer for it lined up. The only issue is that it's very hard to find a mailing box of that specific size. So as I have one, it's a little too big. Okay. Now here is Venus. Oop. Also on the back of the box, each of them has the same picture on the top left. It's the shot of all 5 of them with Chibiusa in their high school uniforms. And then the different shots are of their transformation and their super attack. So in Mercury's case, it was Mercury Aqua Rhapsody, and in Venus's case, it is Venus Love and Beauty Shock. So we got more little ties. Isabel towers over Ami. Yes, she does. These are Lika size, just so you know. And I am hoping and praying that they do the outers, because number 1, I really need a doll of Sailor Saturn in my life, because every time a doll of Sailor Saturn has been released, the price has been astronomically high. Alright, so Venus has a clear band holding in her hair. Her hair is... wow. This is very silky. And I know you guys probably don't appreciate dolls as much as I do, but this is probably some of the silkiest doll hair that I've ever felt. The one thing that's giving me pause about it is if it deteriorates over time, what's going to happen to it? Is it going to get sticky? Is it going to deteriorate to the point where it'll fall off her head? That is what really worries me, because I have some dolls of Sakura and Shaoran from Cardcaptor Sakura that came out in the 2000s. They were some of the fashion dolls that Bandai released, and they suffer... a lot of those dolls that were released from that time, especially Sailor Moon dolls, they had a problem with their hair in which it would deteriorate over the years and eventually completely disintegrate as soon as you touched it. So I have 2 bald dolls of Sakura and Shaoran down in my display case, and I've been thinking about getting them restored somehow. So here's Venus. She's got the correct shoes, which is good. And it looks like they have a little gap on the back, so you can take them off and put them back on. The bow in back is chiffon again, and it's the right color. She has red earrings to go with her red bow. It's a little weird in that it's just kind of like weird shaped. It's just folded and sewn together in the front. But her bangs are really nice looking. Oh, there's one thing I gotta do. I'm taking off her tiara to see if there is, and there isn't. I would have loved to have taken off their tiaras and seen their planetary symbol imprinted on their forehead. That would be so cool. But it unfortunately is not to be. So here's Venus. Yep, he definitely doesn't have that. Let's put her right here. Isabel is now the 50-foot woman. Okay, next up, let's do Mars. This one, her hair, rather than being jet black, is a very dark indigo purple. And I'm tearing the box again. Whoopee. All right. Here is Mars. And let me get her cut out. So we got one, okay, and here is Mars, and she's got the silky hair again, and like I said, it's a very deep blackish purple. It looks really nice in this light. She's got the star earrings, and I gotta say, I think she has the best eyes out of all of them. I mean, look at this face. That is a very nice face. Her bow's red chiffon. I don't know if I like the fact that the bow is a different material than the front bow. I'm not really fond of it, but hey, whatever works. She's got her gloves, and she's got the star earrings, and they're correct shape. They're the correct star shape, and she's got the star on her choker. And whoops, her high heels are falling off. Alright, so that is Mars. Oops. I'm gonna sit them down. Alright, and then finally, let's get this packed back up, and we'll open up Jupiter. So, fun fact, Volks released dolls of all of the Inner Senshi, and everybody was a Dolphy Dream Pretty except for Jupiter because of her height was a regular Dolphy Dream. I am not sure, though, if Volks is going to be releasing Dolls of the Hours. If they do, then the Sailor Saturn doll would be also just as astronomically pricey. So hopefully with the release of Cosmos, they will announce the dolls of Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, and Pluto, and hopefully also Chibi Chibi and the Starlights. That would be neat. I know that they did make dolls of the Starlights back in the 90s, but I don't think they ever did anything with Chibi Chibi. So here's Jupiter. Let's get her cut out. There's actually a brown string. I guess that is holding back her ponytail. Because she's got a pretty elaborate hairdo. She's got those long, I want to say forelocks, but I don't think that's the right word. She's got those trailing strands. Alright, she is freed from her cardboard prison, and let's get a look at her. Wow. This has got to be... Check out her ponytail. Check it out. You see that little... You see this right here? That is actually pretty amazing, because you can see, like, on her box that her ponytail has it in that exact same position. They did recreate her bangs pretty well. And she's got the, like I said, she has the wisps. And it looks like they used some sort of a hair gel on them. I think, like, I've heard somebody mention, like, something about water wax for dolls. She's got the rose earrings. And she has the ponytail holder. The only thing is that it doesn't exactly match the green on her Sailor Fuku. But, I mean, Jupiter is one of my favorite Sailor Guardians. And she's got the pink and the green. And she is cool as heck. Now, the one thing that I wish that we had for these dolls were alternate costumes, especially their school uniforms, but I guess that is not to be. Alright, so we have the 4 inner guardians, and that is going to be it for me tonight. So, just so you know, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I am going to be on vacation until June 12th, which is when I hopefully will be making my return. I don't know if it'll be that day or if it'll be that Thursday yet, but it'll probably be sometime that week that I will return to streaming. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun stuff with friends while I'm away. I will miss you, but when I come back, we will return to Morenian Tavern Story or something else. I don't know what the mood will strike, but anyway, everybody, let me see who we will raid. Let's see. Who's streaming? Alright, so we are going to raid Nin Fangirl, who is playing Tears of the Kingdom. And folks, I will be off, and I hope you all have a good rest of your week and next week, and I will see you 2 weeks from today, hopefully. Not sure yet, but anyway, until then, may all your tea times be perfect. Thank you.